Hello there, Class 7 students. Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today. We're about to step into a really beautiful garden of words together. We're going to explore a very special Kannada poem called Lipi Lathe, written by the brilliant poet D.S. Karki. Think of me as your guide today. We'll walk through this poem slowly, line by line. And I promise you, by the time we finish, you're going to understand every single word and you'll see those everyday Kannada letters in your notebook in a completely new magical way. So let's jump right in. Now, before we even read the first line, I want you to think about something for a second. Have you ever looked really closely at the letters you write in your notebook? Like, really looked at them? Have you ever thought they kind of look like a beautiful climbing plant? Well, the poet D.S. Karki, he looked at the beautifully curved Kannada alphabet and imagined it as this magical growing vine just spreading across a wall. Let's see exactly how he describes this magic vine. Okay, the poem begins with these really lovely lines. Listen closely to the rhythm. Entha chandada balli, cheluvaridide illi, cheluvanarasuva jana bandu nodu. In simple English, this means, look at this beautiful creeper here. O clever seeker of beauty, come and see. It's like the poet is inviting us, right? Just like a friend calling you over to check out a bright, colorful garden. He's telling us that if we truly look for beauty, we're going to find it right here in these very letters. Now, one of the most wonderful words the poet uses here is cheluva. Cheluva means beauty. Let's put that in a simple sentence so you can remember it super easily. Ihu tumba cheluvagide. That means this flower is very beautiful. Just like you might find a pretty flower or a really cool drawing beautiful in your everyday life, the poet finds the Kannada letters totally full of cheluva. So where exactly does this beauty live? The poet tells us right here. Kannadada lipiyalli, kannadada kalealli, yenase niluke nodi hadu. This beautifully translates to, see how the true art of Kannada stands tall within its script, look at it and sing. Basically, the poet is saying that the real art and rich culture of Kannada is proudly hidden right inside the shapes of the very letters we write. He wants us to be so joyful about this that we literally feel like singing out loud. The magic key to unlocking all this art is the word lipi. Lipi means script or letters. For example, you could say, Kannada lipi sundarvangide, which simply means the Kannada script is beautiful. Just remember, lipi is the exact word for the alphabets you practice writing every single day in school. Then, the poet asks this really wonderful question. Nada subage marali nadigara hೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಳೆದು ಕರದಿನ್ ನೆಲಿದು ಬಂದಿರುವುದೇ? This means, has the beauty of our land returned to the hearts of its people and poured out through their hands? Think about a time when you drew a picture just because you felt really happy. The poet feels that the natural beauty of the Kannada land entered the hearts of the people and then just naturally flowed right out through their fingers to create these beautiful letters. And all this joy, it comes from one very special place, the hridaya. Hridaya means heart. A super simple sentence for you is Nanna hridaya khushiagide, meaning my heart is happy. You see, poets always believe that the absolute best art and the most beautiful writing comes straight from a happy and loving heart. Watch how this beauty actually grows in the poet's mind. Hubballi andadali sulidintu chendadali lipiya rupava nantu nindiruvude. In English, that's, has it taken the shape of a script, curving beautifully like a flowering vine? I want you to close your eyes for a second and picture the round, curvy shapes of Kannada letters, like A or A. Don't they curl and loop just like a delicate little plant winding its way up a wall? It's exactly like that. But just like a real garden, not all these letter plants look exactly the same. Mugginandade kelu, mullarinandade helu, kuri pichu miri kaigalande kelavu. This translates to, some letters are like buds, some like bloomed flowers, some like shoots or tiny fruits. When you look at any garden, the plants are all at different stages, right? Some are tiny little buds, others are wide open flowers. The poet is showing us that different letters have their own unique shapes, just like the different parts of a growing plant. Let's grab two beautiful nature words from those lines. First, mogu. Mogu means bud, that little closed flower right before it opens up. And mullaru means a fully opened flower. You could say something like gida mogu pitide, which means the plant has budded. The next time you're wandering through your school garden, try to spot a mogu, and remember this very poem. Now, as these letter plants grow, something truly magical happens.
ಕನ್ನದ ಕರಗಳವು ಬಳ್ಳಿಯನು ಏರಿಹವು ಬಗೆಯ ಬಳ್ಳಿಯನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಾಡಿಸುತ್ತವವು.
This means these Kannada letters have climbed the vine and are gently swaying the vine of our minds. Have you ever read a really good storybook and your mind just feels incredibly happy and excited? That is exactly what the poet means here. These letters make our minds dance with absolute joy whenever we read them. And here's the fascinating part. This magical vine isn't just sitting in our notebooks, it has survived through ancient history.
ಕಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾವ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಲೋಹದಲ್ಲಿ, ಭಿತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಸುಳಿದಿರುವುದು. This translates to, this vine has climbed on stones, poetry, palm leaves, metals, and walls.
Think about it. Long before you had paper notebooks or iPads, people actually had to carve writing on hard stone walls, on dried palm leaves, and even on metal plates. The Kannada script is so ancient and so strong that it has survived on all these different surfaces. A really great word to learn from our history here is bithi. Bithi means wall. For example, bittiya mele chitra vide, meaning there is a picture on the wall. Whenever you go on school trips to ancient temples, those incredible carvings you see on the stone blocks, those are written right there on the bitti. Actually, let's take a quick step back in time. Thousands of years ago, Karnataka was ruled by some truly great kings. First came the Kadamba kings, then the mighty Chalukyas, and later the grand Hoysalas. Now, why does this matter to our poem? Because all of these incredibly powerful kings used this exact, beautifully curved Kannada script to rule their vast empires. It's like a thread connecting us directly to them. And the poet honors them by saying, Chalukya Kadambara Hoysaladhishwarara Yugagalali hu goreri haradiruvudu. This means, during the eras of Chalukya, Kadamba, and Hoysala kings, it blossomed and spread. Under the careful watch of these great ancient empires, the Kannada letters grew like a really strong, mighty plant, spreading its beauty everywhere. But where does all this beauty truly originate? The poet says, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಾಂತರ್ಯದಿಂದಲೇ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದಲೆ ಕೊಣರಿನ್ನನ ಕೊನೆಯ ತಳೆದು ಬೆಳೆದು. From the inner beauty of Kannadigas, this beauty creeper sprouts and grows. You know when you sit quietly and you try to write really neatly, with complete focus? Your beautiful handwriting is actually showing the beautiful, calm focus inside your mind. The letters you write are a literal reflection of you. The word for that deep, inner feeling is antarya. Antarya means inner self or inner mind. You can say antaryadali shanti irabeku, which translates to there should be peace within. The poet strongly believes that the Kannada script is beautiful precisely because the inner minds, the antarya, of the people who created it were deeply beautiful themselves. Finally, all these growing letters come together in one beautiful offering.
ಕನ್ನಡಮ್ಮನ ಕೊರಳ ಸರಕೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅರಳಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವುದವಳಡೆ ಬಳಿಗೆ ಸುಳಿದು.
Blooming as jasmine for Mother Kannada's necklace, offering itself at her feet. Just imagine a bright, incredibly sweet-smelling garland of white jasmine flowers. The poet is beautifully wrapping up by saying that all these letters gather together to become a lovely flower garland, lovingly offered to Mother Kannada. Okay, take a deep breath. You've done wonderfully following along. Let's quickly summarize the central idea of this poem. The Kannada script is absolutely not just a bunch of lines on a page. It is a beautiful, living creeper that deeply connects our rich ancient history, our happy hearts, and our love for Mother Kannada. It is, quite literally, a living art. To help you remember this lesson perfectly, let's review our 5 crucial vocabulary words. I want you to say them aloud with me right wherever you are sitting. Ready? Number 1, Lipi. It means script. Number 2, Cheluva. It means beauty. Number 3, Hrudaya. It means heart. Number 4, Mogu. It means bud. And number 5, Pitti. It means wall. Fantastic job. And because I want absolutely all of you to score top marks in your exams, here are your 3 main takeaways. First, always remember that the poet compares the Kannada alphabet to a creeping vine. Second, if you're asked about history, remember that ancient empires like the Chalukya and Hoysala helped spread this script. And third, the poem ends beautifully by saying the letters are offered as a sweet jasmine garland to Mother Kannada. Now that you understand every single line of this amazing poem, I want you to read it once more from your book. I promise you, you're going to discover its beauty much more clearly, and you will definitely remember it confidently for your exams. But before you go, I want you to think about this. The very next time you pick up a pen to write, what kind of beautiful garden are you going to plant on the page? Keep smiling, keep learning, and keep writing those beautiful letters. See you next time in our next explainer.